This is a power inverter. We're going to put this power inverter in this truck so we can run Christmas lights for the Christmas parade coming up. Where are we going to mount it to be the question. Here's our situation here. There's not exactly a lot of room for activity in this thing. I built this. This is my truck. I drive this regularly. Here's what I'm leaning towards. I just kind of want to. It's only temporary anyway. It'll come back out. I'm figuring on zip tying it to something. What, I'm not sure, but something. Somewhere. You gotta have some big leads to run an inverter. So I'm figuring if I hook it to the battery, see how much lead I got, I can see where I want to mount it. I would like to get it to mount somewhere in here, but I don't know. Let's get it hooked up and then we'll go from there. How about that? We'll go grab a wrench. Stiff wire anyway. You bring that down around. And then we'll hook the ground up. Somebody else hate battery cables, and that's just sitting there. But every time I take it out, the bolt falls out. I don't want to do another wrench. Okay, now turn on. We have power inverter, 12.6 volts, no load. Turn it back off. And this is what we have for wire to work with. I can get it happily routed. That could work. Right there. A couple of self-tappers hold it in place. Again, it's not going to leave here permanently. It's going to be taken back out after parade, most likely. If the wires this direction. Lay them down in. I can zip tie that to there. That to there. No, I've got two plug-ins. I'll switch out here. That works. Oh, okay. Let me grab some zip ties and get this. I want to warn you out of the way of everything. Let's see if I can find a couple self-tappers. Put one here. Bring that. I don't think it'd be a problem there. It'll leave it smaller. I can have it there. Hood can need it. Well, it's not the best place for it. I'll turn it this way. There we go. It gives me a little more room. The idea is all the cords will come up through here. Plug into it. Take the cord, lay it down there. I can zip tie it to those hoses. I got it work. This is gonna work for a week, and I really don't want to screw that. But okay, look here. Let me Let me think on it. And I'll get back to you when I'm getting mounted. Being that it's going to be a temporary installation, I've determined there's plenty of room for it to sit right there and not run into the hood. So I've chosen zip ties. There's a bracket here that I'm pretty sure I can just center it up with. And that'll keep it from moving around. Now I'm going to put plenty on it. Don't be concerned. I'm going to make sure it's not going to fall off and short out. But I'm also going to take it right back off when the parade's over, so I'm not going to make a big fancy bracket and all that gobbledygook to attach it when I can just take some zip ties and put around it to hold it in place. And then when I'm done with the parade, I can just cut the zip ties and take the wires back off. No big whoop, you know? Let's see if I can get a little creative here. I go around it with little feet and then tie it to the battery cable. Battery cable next time. There. Can't go anywhere. I had really big zip ties. I was like, oh, yeah, that'll be perfect. No idea where they're at. Yeah, it's very good. They're going. It's the functions. Now I'll take the wire and just tie it to itself right there. That way it's not flopping around, rubbing on anything. There we go. Nice and neat out of the way. Tie it up. And I can tie it to itself just to be safe. There we go. And that'll keep it from getting against anything. It's up out of the heat of the engine bay, it'll be by itself. There we go. That's not going anywhere. Now, put snorkel back on the intake, because why not? Then put the heater hose back where it usually lays. There. You want to try it out? Make sure it works. I have a Christmas tree that goes in the back of this truck that's pre-lit. I need to see if it works anyway. There you go. Yeah. Take said Christmas tree. Right there for a minute. Is that the plug? Yeah. Take the plug, plug it in, turn it on. Oh yeah, she works for the most part. We gotta plug it all together, looks like. But it runs the tree, and that's all that matters. And we'll see what kind of percentage. We're not dragging nothing down like that yet. Cool. Wait over here right fool with it. Here's the concept, it works. The plan is to just run the extension cord down and under the truck and zip tie it and stick it up between the bed and the cab for lights. And now through a little bit of effort, some string, flip the switch. Now we have a lit Christmas tree in the bed of the truck. Now we just got to decorate the rest of it. think so far? Got the bedside, got the tree, got the back window, got around the back a little bit. Got this bedside, got up both stacks. And I am out of Christmas lights. I have to get more Christmas lights now. But I think that's a pretty good start. I want to wrap the bumper. I want to hang something on the back. I got an idea for a reef. I'll bring you back in a day or two when we're working on it. Logan, Salvage, and Automotive here. This is Petunia. This is Udom.
Hi.
She runs around with me. Petunia is a 1966 Chevrolet C20 on top of a 94 Chevrolet C3500, converted to single wheel, of course. Fuel injected, big block, working stacks, 4L80 automatic, disc brakes, power steering, whatchamado. It's got it all, except for air conditioning. We're working on it. And as you can see, we have been decorating. We have a Christmas parade here in our local town. It's coming up on Saturday, and we're going to partake, and we're going to partake with Petunia. So I've got some things to do. I got some turn signals that don't work. I got some weather stripping to install. I got some horns that still don't function. We got more Christmas lights to put on, and wreaths, and all kinds of goody goodies to do. So we're going to get after it, and I thought you'd bring you guys along for our unofficial, official Christmas video.
Christmas shenanigans.
Christmas shenanigans. Merry Christmas whenever you watch this. And yeah, so I'll give you a quick walk around just because people are interested in this one. And we'll go from there. This is Petunia. Petunia is a long bed stepside. She's a big girl.
She's very big.
Very large. Large and in charge. And she's tagged, she's insured. I drive it. I've put like 1,300 some miles on this truck since I put it together. I got the side mounted spare, functional stacks. There's our Christmas tree we put in the bed. She's not much, but you know, bucket seats, floor shifter, tiny steering wheel, custom gauge cluster, fancy radio, you know, duct tape over the windshield to cover the holes. The fill neck that's just here for looks because fuel injected. And then, of course, the meat and potatoes of this one, other than the banging big front bumper we put on it, which looks like a bed headrest to me. We have Wile E. Coyote riding a bomb. And then, of course, 454 cubic inches of fuel injected goodies. So, yeah, this is Petunia. And my first order of business, that pigtail is bad. This one has a broken bulb. So that one's got a park light, no blinker, and that one's got a blinker, no park light, and it's goofy. It aggravates me. So I'm going to fix the lights first, most likely. This light, which just snaps into the housing, has two grounding tabs, and it's missing one, so it doesn't ground properly. I have this one, which is a Dorman, that number if you need one, 85818. And we're going to, hopefully this will fit. I can replace the socket, put the bulb back in it, bing, bang, boom, we'll have a light. There's a portion that sticks up higher than the rest. I do not know if this one had that or not. We will find out together. No. Anyway, it should, it does have a nub. It goes forward. Yeah, it snaps in good. Feels like it. Definitely a tighter fit than that one anyway, and that's kind of what I'm going for. Yeah. Yeah, they're pretty well just the same thing. Anyway. So the plan here, this one has 2 in, 1 out because this one feeds that side as well. This one's just a 2-wire socket. No big deal. We will put our bulb, figure which way it goes. into said socket. I'm going to go ahead and latch it into place just because it's kind of a pain. I'm damn sure it's going to fall out. And it has two wires. This one, these two purple. This light has a blue wire and two purple wires, and it grounds through the base, which is missing a tab and doesn't really work too good. So we're going to cut these here. The purples will simply tie together. They just go from this side to that side. And the way this light mounts, it literally just shoves in a hole and kind of snaps in place and grounds to the metal base. So I'm going to splice some wires and get them working. Now I'm going to cut these back here, because in the event this doesn't work, I want to be able to put this back on. So I cut it back in the harness some, laying my fancy cloth tape. We will unravel it. I said we will unravel it. Let me grab my knife. We will split it because unraveling it's not working. I hate working above my head. Now I can reach it better. I really like this cloth tape. I hate trying to remove this cloth tape, as it turns out. There we go. Somehow I've lost a wire. How did that happen? Anyway, let me stick a bulb in the other side and I will turn it on and make sure what's working. Anyway, now I've got the wire separated. I'm just going to, I don't know which wire does which on this new socket, so I'm going to strip them. And then I'll try them out just by tying them together to see which one does what. I think I'm just going to guess purple to black and white to blue. And I'll pull it down where you guys can see the lights too. Park lights. Are they both doing park light things? Yes. Blinkers. No, I'm just going back and forth. And they both do blinker things. So with a new bulb on that side and a new socket on this side, I will finish splicing these two wires. There's one job done. Solves that problem. And this is the first, I guess, official introduction of Petunia to the YouTube. It's always kind of been in the background of videos, but it's never had its own video. That changed today. And in the future, too. I always intended to do YouTube with it. When I decided I wanted to do YouTube with it. You know what I mean. I wanted to film building this truck, but I never had time. It was always a mess. Just working out in the cold and the wet and the rain, and I was in a hurry to get ready for Power Tour. We were going to take this on the 2025 Power Tour, Hot Rod Power Tour. You guys know Power Tour. Probably. I don't know. Maybe you don't. Anyway, Hot Rod Power Tour is the world's largest moving car show, more or less. And I always wanted to go. And I wanted to take something I built. And we were going to take this. And right before Power Tour, the 4L80 shit the bed. That's just what happens with automatic transmissions. It was my fault. I take full responsibility. I wired it wrong. Whoops. Anyway, so my bad. Anyway, it's been remedied since then. It's fine. Everything's well with the world. But it did not make it to Power Tour 2025. Instead, we took my station wagon, which you guys also haven't seen. I'll show you. I promise. I have a whole list of cars you guys ain't seen yet. Me again. Petunia still. I have a horn. Horn works. I don't have big horns. My big horns on the roof are currently just decorations. And I'm going to try to fix that because I have this toggle switch on the dash, which I'm going to wire to my horn relay, which is under the dash. Somewhere right there on the left, if you can see it. Yeah, horn relay. So what I'm going to do, explain this to you. The horn button grounds the horn relay, which sends power to the horn. Work with me here. So power in, relay fires, power out. The relay has voltage all the time. When you push the horn button, it grounds to the side of the relay, closes, beep, beep, blows the horn. I'm going to cut the output wire to the front horn. Hear me out. I'm going to cut it under the dash and run it up to this toggle switch. When the switch is off, it'll come into the switch and right back out of the switch on the same leg. It'll blow just this horn. When the switch is on, it'll connect the front horn to the wire that goes to the top horns. So we'll have 3 horns when it's on and 1 horn when it's off. That way it's not deafening everyone all the time. So I'm going to try to get a wire fished up to the top, probably, and we'll go from there. Just gotta go around the strings. Me again. I'm up here now. And I'm going to remove this cab light in order to access the wires to it and try to fish a wire right down the back of the cab with it. So you're to watch me struggle to lean over this truck as I try to take the cab light off. I have a step ladder. I just thought of that, but I'm already up here now. There's a screw here. I've had these all off before because when building the truck, they didn't work. So I know they will come off, and I know the wires are under there. I'm just not sure if I can get my wire in there as well. Oh yeah, there's plenty of space to get a wire through there because the hole is yay big around because rust. We're gonna pretend we didn't see that. And yep, yellow wire. Honey, will you do me a favor? Open this door and look back in the back of the cab. And when I wiggle this, tell me if it wiggles. Yeah, it should be down in there somewhere. It is? Okay. That was right. It goes that way. Now I need to figure out how I'm going to fish the wire through there. Even if we don't get them wired up tonight, it'd be nice to get the wire up here tonight. You know what I mean? Okay. This is where I'll probably need your help. I'm going to try to guide the wire down the back, and you'll just have to watch for it.
Okay.
Hey, your microphone connected.
Yeah, I realized it wasn't on a while ago.
Yeah. We had it off because you were tickety-tocking. Tick-tock, you don't stop. Don't copyrighted, you can't do that. Okay. We're going to try to follow the path of this wire. We've done it. It wasn't a struggle at all. Definitely didn't take us 45 minutes.
2 hours later.
And it was, so easy. Anybody could do it. In reality, it took us 45 minutes on a piece of copper wire to do it, but we did get it. That's the main thing. Welding wire for the win. Now that it's fished down through the cab, problem with magnetic microphone. Oh, it pulled the magnet right out of it.
Whoa.
It's glue. Which, okay, anyway, microphone malfunction, super glue required, don't have it. We now have the wire here. And if you look over here, you will see there's a loom that runs. Well, it's not so much a loom as much as a zip tied mess of wires with some slack in it. It runs under the dash. We're going to tie this to that and up in and around that relay or up to that switch. And I'm going to strip them both back, tie them together, put a spade on them, and plug them onto that switch. And then I will come off of the relay and I will tell you guys what I'm doing. So let me get this stripped and hooked up, and then we will work with the rest of it, and we'll let you guys hear the big horns. Okay, they're not hooked to the horn button because I don't have two fittings like an idiot. I didn't bring any electrical fittings. But they're hooked up on the roof. They're routed through the cabin. I can touch them to the fuse box. And let's just see how they sound. Contact.
Jeez.
Yeah, they're loud. It's pretty great. I can't wait to just do that going down the road and make some poor little lady piss herself.
The poor kids at the parade thinking they get to see Santa and get terrified.
Yeah, terrified. Get blown away by this. Okay, I'll hook it to the switch later because I don't have any terminals. On the other hand, now I've just got weather stripping in the door and decorating. I think we should decorate a little bit first. I feel decorative.
You feel holly and jolly.
Not quite. Let me shut the door. And bring you guys back here. And we'll just hyperlapse whatever decorating we do.
Decorations.
All right, we got some of the lights on. We got the turn signals and stuff fixed. We got the horns hooked up but not hooked up. We needed an extension cord, more Christmas lights, and I still got to do the weather stripping. We'll see you in a day or two. We're going to go home because it's late. And in a day or two, we'll be back to finish the weather stripping and more decorations. See you later. And we're back. Logan, Salvage, and Automotive. It's 2 days later, but the parade is on Saturday. Today is Thursday. So I've got tonight and maybe tomorrow night, if I get time, to get this finished up for the parade. I want to finish the horn because at the kids in the parade will be great. I got a tire to put on the front for a reef and a light up reef to go in it. The rear reef is not working for some reason. I got to figure that out. The white lights on top are still going wonky. I've got a cooling fan for here for extra cooling. I don't know if we'll get to that or not. I think it'll be fine because it's cold outside. But if you drive it for 3 hours at 70 miles an hour and stop, it'll get hot. So I need more cooling anyway. I still want to put the weather stripping in my door, but the horn, the weather stripping, the reef, and the lights is the main concern. I also have a new tack, which would be great to put in. I would love to have a functioning tack because I put a tack in it, but taco meter not doing the. It goes, you're all right around idle, and you give it a little bit of throttle, and it's just wanged over, and it stays there. So something wrong with it, and I've tried filters and diodes and everything I can think of, and it still doesn't work right. So I've got a new tack that doesn't match, but it's close. I think I'm going to start with the big tire on the front because I have string, a tire, and I think a battery light up reef. You see where I'm going with it? If I had another string of lights, it would be great, but I don't think I do. I have some battery lights, however, and if I've got enough of them, I'll wrap them around it. I got this one, the silver one, the tire, the Christmas tree. Anyway. This one lights up and is battery powered. If I could turn it on and zip tie it to this one, and zip tie it to the grill, and then hang the tire around it with lights, I think it would be pretty cool. Yeah. Let me get those hung first with some zip ties. We'll time lapse it, don't worry, guys. It's not, I'm not going to bore you with everything. I'll do a time lapse and we get that hung, and preferably wrapped. And I'll bring it back when it's done. Ta-da! Is it perfect? No, but it's a reef and a reef and a reef. It's got lights. It'll be good enough. It's just a Christmas parade. It's not so much for me as it is for the children. Because it's Christmas. I'm not exactly a Christmas person, but I'm not a Mr. Scrooge either. I don't decorate the house or anything like that, but this is fun. Kids like it. Makes me feel good. And that's all I'm going for. That is the only battery operated lights on the truck, is this reef and that reef. The rest of it just turned on by the inverter. So No big whoop to turn it on and off. Next order of business is I swear I checked that rear reef and it worked. But when I plug it into my extension cord, it doesn't work. So we're going to go back here to this one, which I swear worked. And I'm going to plug it into a different extension cord and see if it's just the cord. Huh. I swear that worked. Best part of my Christmas lights when they don't work. Don't see no later. I'm starting to think I know why these were free. I hate fixing Christmas lights. Like, I know I tested this. And it worked fine before I put it on the truck. Well, it's not going to work. I don't know why. But I have a solution. Let me go get the solution. And just because the lights in it don't seem to function doesn't mean that we can't use it. Instead, we'll take our little battery operated Christmas tree and we'll zip tie it in there. And leave the little plug-ins up here near the top somewhere. And it ain't much, but you know what? That's okay. Doesn't really have to be much. It's all for fun. You see people put reefs in their tires. I don't have any. As bound as we. These were mostly donated. Buddies of mine's like, yeah, I got some decorations you can have. I don't want them. So now I have them. And maybe now I know why they were getting rid of them. Anyway. So now we can come back here. Turn that set on. Turn that set on. Ta-da. Now, we will simply rehang the reef. There we go. And now we'll have battery operated reef on the back as well. And I'll just take the excess string and come up behind and tie it up here. This way I can get access to the battery pack to turn them on with, and then I can just flip it up. Turn them all on or off, and then let it hang. There. We have some more decorations. The white lights on top seem to work more than they don't, so I think I'm going to leave them alone for now. And that's it for decorating. Because I'm out of lights, I'm out of money, and it is what it is. You guys want to see it all lit up, don't you? All right. Let me turn everything on just for a couple of minutes, and I'll walk you around, okay? All right, here's the walk around. There's the bed with the lit tree and around the spire and the back window. Backlights blinking. Come around to this side. Bed's all lit up. Back windows lit up. Stacks are lit up. Come around. These lights work when they want to. See, like now. So it is what it is. They'll work when they want to and they don't when they don't. I think it's got a loose bulb. And then you come around the front. And you've got the blinky lights around the bumper and the hood. And the other fender. And that's what she'll look like going down the road. I'd call that pretty decorated, wouldn't you? As good as it's going to get, so I guess it is what it is. Now then, what do we want to work on next? I think we should finish hooking the horns up, which is wiring under here. Okay, I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to do, and then I'm just going to do it because I don't have my work light. If you get down there, you see that relay right there in the back next to the flasher? That's the horn relay. I'm going to cut the wire that comes out of that relay to the horn and bring it to this toggle switch. So it'll go out to the horn and to this switch. When the switch is off, it'll blow just the front horn. I'll turn this switch on. It'll connect the front horn to the top horns. And it'll blow all the horns. Let me get that wired up and hung back in place, and then we'll try the horns out. And now we have the toggle switch. Down is front horn. Top is all the horn. And it works. I tested it. I'm not going to test it anymore because I'm going to disturb the neighbors. But we just used a butt connector. Tied the two to the one. And brought it up and into the switch. And now, when we flip it, we can go between our various horns. Pretty cool. Okay, next on my list, because now the horn is fixed, the decorations are as good as they're going to be, is this windowsill. In this case, the lack thereof. There's nothing to really support the glass. Both felt channels are gone. The rubber's rotted. This rubber's completely gone. So the glass rattles. If you're down all the way, it will get hung in position because it'll get underneath this one. Now, I had to figure the other side out for myself. YouTube was not very helpful. Google, people deal more in the 67 and up trucks than they do the 66 back. But in order to get this out, there's 1, 2, 3 screws here. I think the inner panel and a bolt. And this whole wing window assembly, when this is rolled down, can tip and come out. And then you can change this rubber, slide the glass forward, change this rubber, lube your rollers, put your new felts in. Life is good. And that is the plan. I'm not going to do the wing vent rubber today because I don't have the tool to rivet this back together and it's missing the handle. I did the other side very poorly, I might add. I'm going to have to take it back apart and order the tool to do the rivets the right way. Whoopsie. So let's see if we can get this panel off and get the rubbers out and replace them. These door handles use a screw. That one comes loose all the time. Yeah, let's get it apart. Okay, now then. Got the wing window out of the way, which lets this slide back and forth to get it away from this rear track. We are going to take the crank roll that down as far as it'll go for now. With it plenty for forward. We're gonna get a hold of what's left of this rubber, which it is, I mean, hard as a rock. It is junk. It has been junk for many, many years. It's from the 60s, what you'd expect. This is kind of just back to life when it comes to old vehicles. You know, I got a 93 Sonoma, which you guys also haven't seen. It was my first real project, and even it had to have every bit of the weather stripping, as it sat out in the sun, and it got hard as a rock, and whistled and rattled, and it was a nightmare. All right, it's got it out of this channel. Now, last time I was here, on the other side, I took the window plumb out and I greased the track. I'm probably going to do the same thing this time. I'm already here. But, first things first, I need the window felts out. There's what's left of the felt, junk. And the other piece of felt is no longer with us. It's just a couple of clips straggling behind. As such. Now, the beautiful thing is I figured all this out the other day, so I can refer to the other side to see how it goes. So, like back here, I think that the felts go in first. I'm not for sure. I don't remember. Let me walk over and look. They go in after, but they go behind this, which is what I was intending to find out. So this one, figure out, there's the bend in the door. The idea is not to tear the new one up. I'm here to tell you, lubrication is key. I'm going to spray the back of this with silicone spray, which is a rubber lubricant, if I can find it. And it'll make this process a lot easier. There we go. And the way I'm going to do it is the way I did the other side. I'm going to try, reach my hand in here, get it started in its track, and then just feed it down into it. That means what you guys are to watch me. Now then, as you can see, I got new felt here, new felt there, new rubber all the way around. It's a little stiff. Don't be discouraged. It kind of got a break in, best I can tell. That window over there was terrible. After about a month sitting out in the sun, she kind of freeformed where she needs to be. It's a little stiff, but it does roll down. I help it just a fuzz. It does roll up. You just got to have some grunt behind you to do it. But you can roll it up and down. And it's going to seal better. It doesn't rattle anymore. It doesn't get stuck at the bottom because it's off track. So, now we get to put the door panel back on. Now, all the weather stripping from here back in this door is new. The other side, it's all new. We're going to have to redo the wing window. This one, again, is missing a handle. That's why we didn't delve into it. It's getting kind of late. I'm about done for the night. Didn't get everything I wanted to get done, but it is what it is. As far as the parade stuff goes, the only thing left is I have another cooling fan to install. ICFM electric fan. Nothing special, but I'll show you guys the setup here. As you can see, there are two rather large cooling fans attached because there is not a lot of room between the radiator and the front of the motor in this truck. Like, it's close. And these are the biggest fans I could fit in this space. However, there's a whole wide open area in here. So we're going to put that fan in front of the radiator because I took it to Somerset one time. And even though it did really well, after driving for 3 hours straight, she got hot when I started sitting still in traffic. So it needs more airflow. So we're going to deal with that hopefully another day. Logan, Salvage, Automotive here. You're on selfie mode with my telephone. And we are beginning the parade. We got the lights on. They told us to go circle the Senior Citizen Center, give the old folks something to look at, and we're going to go do that. Evidently, we're in the lead. I don't know how that happened, but got Autumn. Got me, Logan, Salvage, and Automotive here. Let's go enjoy a parade. We'll check back with you in a little while. First part of the parade, let's go! Logan, Salvage, Automotive here. We're festive. The line is started. Turns out a lot of people brought their classics out this time. Usually it's just regular vehicles, but there's a Volkswagen, an 80s Chevrolet. Some dude had a pickup similar to ours. We got it figured out this year. It's going to be great. I can't wait. Oh, yeah, there's the Grinch, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We're going to set in this line, and when the parade gets going, maybe I'll set you up and you can watch out the front. Merry Christmas.
But the prettiest
We're almost into town.
Is the holly that will be on your own front door.
As far as the eye can see, Christmas lights. And the horn died. So that's how it goes. No toot toot at the kids, but they get to see me drive by anyway. That's about all I can do for them. Yeah, I was blowing the horn, having a good time, and then it died. So I think it just popped the fuse. Too much horn, too little fuse. Yeah. It happens. I'm gonna try to record when we get into town so you can see the crowd. And there's actually a live stream of this. I think if you're local, you probably know that.
Yeah, WSGS.
Yeah.
Run over and say hi to her.
Thank you. Love you. I love you. That one got him a passenger too.
And he's got a big old motor in it, ain't he?
Hey! We've been waiting on you all day.
Oh, look how cool that is. Did you get a good video?
Yeah.
It did. It's amazing.
Everybody was jumping up and down, and then they jumped from your truck to mine, and they would be jumping up and down.
Yeah.
It was great.
Kentucky Life, Logan Salvage, Petunia, and what do you affectionately call yours? Charles and Petunia. We did the Christmas parade, and Merry Christmas to all. We'll see you in the next one.